For thousands of teenagers, the wait is now over. Some will be very happy, some very disappointed, but at least they know how they did in their A-levels.
In a moment, we'll be hearing from one of our university vice-chancellors about the scramble for places. But first, this report from Joel Mapp.
For Alice Aguilar, it was a moment to savour.
It's such a relief to finally know that you've done it and you're going to university. So happy.
But the mood among other students at Northampton College was more subdued.
I've got a U for business this year.
Does it matter? You've got your university place.
Today I got 2 Ds and an E. I needed 3 E's. So
you're happy?
Yeah, I think so.
For those who didn't get the required grades, there was both advice and tissues available. This year, the government has capped the number of university places.
It will be difficult this year to secure places through clearing. There are some, and that's why we're open so early this morning, so that if our students are affected by that, then they'll be the first at the clearing hot desk. But clearing is going to be a difficult place to be this year.
Embarking on that process was Billy Whiffin, who lost his reserved place when he dropped an A-level.
I'm not sure if I want to go yet, so it could be right. But
To university at all?
not sure. I'm not sure. So we're going to go and find out in a minute.
Why is that? What's your other option?
I just look forward to work. I want to start working, I think.
But more and more students are having to work and study at the same time. 23-year-old Juliet Roberts is reading psychology at the Open University, which is based in Milton Keynes.
I knew if I did it through the OU, at the end of it, I'd have a lot less debt than if I went to a full-time university, living away from home. With the OU, I can still live at home, I can still work full-time, and the courses are very flexible.
And Juliet is one of 29,000 students at the Open University who are under 25, making up a quarter of the student body.
When conventional universities introduce tuition fees, students have been seen to make positive first choices in choosing to come to the Open University, remain at home, maybe keep a part-time job and continue to work whilst studying.
For these students, though, full-time work must wait. Instead, they can look forward to Freshers' Week and plenty of countdown. Joel Mapp, BBC Look East, Northampton.
Well, earlier today I spoke to Professor Les Ebden, who's Vice-Chancellor of the University of Bedfordshire and chairs an influential think tank on higher education. I asked him how concerned he was about the number of young people who wouldn't be getting the places they want at university this year.
I'm very concerned for them. There could be as many as 200,000 young people and indeed mature people who have the qualifications necessary but who won't get places at university this year. And for them that could be a real personal tragedy, missing out the opportunity to come to university and the life-changing experience that can be.
Why is it so important for young people to go on to higher education? In this economic climate, would it not make sense for those who don't get a place to try and get work and not build up these huge debts?
Research shows that a graduate on average earns more than £170,000 more than those with the same qualifications who miss out going to university. So it is a very important difference in people's lifetime earnings. We know that graduates are on average more content with life, that they're actually healthier. A whole set of things seem to stem from taking that opportunity to go to university.
So what can be done about the shortage of places then?
Well, something has to be done because one of the other things is this country needs more graduates. We know that in the future over 50% of the jobs are going to be for people with higher level skills, and therefore we really do have to invest in our universities and find some more money so that we can provide opportunity for all those who are qualified to come to university to get to university.
But even if they graduate with a decent degree, they're not guaranteed a job in today's climate.
Nobody is guaranteed a job in today's world, but we know you're more likely to be employed if you're a graduate than if you're not a graduate. And indeed, research also shows that you're much more likely to get a new job if you're made redundant if you're a graduate than if you're a non-graduate. So even if you're worried about employment, being a graduate is still one of the best things you can do.
Can you just finish by giving advice to those who might be in a situation where they don't know what to do today, they haven't got the place they want?
Well, I would say to people, don't panic, but act now. Go onto the UCAS website, see which places have still got opportunities in clearing, and then phone up the university of your choice on the hotline. You can hear in the background all the people who are phoning up the University of Bedfordshire hotline to see whether there are still some places available. Those will go very quickly, but if you act now, you may still have a chance of getting a place at the university.
Professor Les Ebden speaking to me there from the Clearing Centre at the University of Bedfordshire.
Good advice. Do it now. Now, this week we've been looking at high-tech industries in this region, everything from green businesses to how they test socks. Today the focus is on health.
Cambridge has a long and famous history in bioscience, from Watson and Crick's breakthrough in DNA structure back in the 1950s through to the present day. Janine Machin reports.
On the outskirts of the city, the Babraham Institute is a world-renowned research centre. The scientists within amongst the best in their fields. The aim here is to find out what keeps us healthy and what changes in our bodies to make us sick.
What you see here are hippocampal neurons, which are involved in learning and memory, which can be important in Alzheimer's disease.
Across the room, Fabien is studying how T cells in our immune system behave. Others exploring how UV light and chemicals in our food can affect us. The work incredibly varied.
Cambridge has historically encouraged people to do research, where they follow their nose, blue skies research, for want of a better word. That, of course, then produces ideas which get translated into the biotechnology cluster that's also in the Cambridge area.
Engaging the next generation of researchers is key. 17-year-old Kate is studying at Impington Village College, but is spending 4 weeks of her summer here.
Oh, it means a lot. It's definitely just life-changing to a certain extent, because you're around people who are brilliant everywhere. Just everywhere is so excited and so enthused about what they're doing.
And what you're seeing here is just a fraction of the site. Yet, in this corridor alone, behind these doors, around £5 million worth of machinery is being used by the researchers. In fact, if you take a look through this door, the machine that they're using in there, the technology behind it was developed by Cambridge University. It can sequence a human genome in a day. But the Institute is about more than research alone.
We've got here about 30 start-up companies who are producing biomedical products or drugs for the future and linked very much within the research on the campus.
And this close collaboration with businesses is deemed incredibly important.
I think increasingly this is the way forward, the most efficient way to bring new treatments into the clinic. We're interested in the signals that control how cells decide whether to divide or to stay alive or to die. So much of the work that we have translates directly into interactions and collaborations with cancer charities, but also pharmaceutical companies, both nationally and locally.
60% of the Institute's funding comes from the government. Like so many organisations, it's yet to find out what the new coalition is willing to provide.
What I can't say to you is the work that's done today is going to change your life immediately tomorrow. But without an environment such as this, we will lose the benefits we've already gained, and we won't make the innovative breakthroughs for tomorrow.
I tell you what, we've had some fascinating stuff in this series this week.
There's just so much going on in this region as well, isn't there?
All affected by you.
Yeah, there's rain going on just about everywhere at the moment.